Next up on the ability table is Ink Saver Sub. This does exactly the same thing as Ink Saver Main, but it's for sub-weapons instead. All the sub-weapons will have a base value at which using one will consume a certain percentage of your ink tank. The highest costing sub-weapon is a Squid Beacon at 75%, and the lowest would be the Angle Shooter at 40%. So without Sub Saver active, you can throw out 2 angle shooters, but you can only use 1 Squid Beacon before having to reload. Sub Saver helps mitigate this. While you will still only be able to use 1 or 2 sub weapons at most, unless you have a lot of Sub Saver, it helps keep enough ink in your tank to continue shooting. It's best to use Ink Saver Sub for bombs since it will allow you greater room for error when engaging in a fight. Fun little visual fact, there are multiple ways to tell if you have enough ink. One visual you should look out for is when you are submerged in ink. The ink tank icon will have a line that will show the amount of ink you can use before you are unable to use your sub weapon, and the visual indicator will go down when you have more sub saver. Another indicator that you'll be able to see is directly on your character model. Right on top of your ink tank, there is a red light indicator that'll glow when you are able to use your sub weapon. Once it goes below the line on the ink tank, the light will dim and you will not be able to use your sub anymore. Once the ink refills back up to the point where you can use the sub weapon, you'll hear an audible bleep noise. As always, mess around with your build to see how much you can fit. I always recommend using some sub saver if you don't know what else to use.